Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now, as you can see, I'm coming at you guys with another video. Now, today I'm in the city of Norwalk, right here in Southern California, right? Now, I don't know if it's the weather or just the location that I was in, right, around the area. Now, behind me, right, behind that gate is the part in the train, right? Behind me, right there is Southern Reception, California Youth Authority, right, Norwalk. And I started reminiscing, right, on a homie that I was busted with right there, right. He was from Death, right, down his foot, out in Pomona, right. Now, this homie had been washed up, right. He got washed up. He was 17 like me. We were both just waiting to get shipped out to the pen, right. This fool right here, he had been locked up for like about a year and a half. So he more than likely got caught up like at 15 and a half, 16, right. More than likely like 15 and a half. He had already been down for a while, right? And this homie got washed up. He got 45 to life, right? And I remember right there, right? For those of you that have been right there in Cabrillo, you guys know that like on this side of the wall is like another freaking room. On this side of the wall is another room, right? And each part of the wall had a hole carved into it, right? So you could peep through to the other room or to this room and just chop game, right, or talk to fools. He was one of my, you know what I mean, I guess you could say neighbors. So I remember we would chop game, right. This fool would pass me sopas, right, when I had nothing coming to me, you know what I mean. He would pass me sopas, boom, in a Ziploc bag, right, and he would just push it, and I would pull it, and I would get some soup, right. Or this fool would he would also he had a radio, so he would, like, you know, stick his head to the hole and he would be bumping, and he would stick the other hole to the other side. So excuse me, right, for that, guys. So I would put my head on the other side of the wall, and we'll be listening to music, right, and just chopping game. And this fool would tell me about his case, right. And I remember we'll talk about my time, right, how much time. It was not a lot, right, but I had a few years left. I was gonna go upstate, right. The same with him. We were just waiting to get shipped out. And he would tell me, man, your time is nothing, you know what I mean. I wish I got your time. You know, I'll do it in my sleep. And then he would tell me, right, he was very optimistic. He would tell me, like, look, man, I know I got 45 to life, but he's like, I go to board every, you know, 7 years. So maybe after 7 years, they'll be like, oh, he's all right, but we're not going to let him out. And he's like, maybe another 7 years and another. He calculated it all the way to like 20 something, right, years that he would be going to board. And he's like, then what if they let me out or this and that, right? So he was very optimistic, and he would be like, yeah, you know what I mean, I'll still get out, you know, veterano looking, you know, fresh, banged out, you know what I mean, still fresh. And I remember I would think in my head, like, yeah, man, you ain't never getting out, you know what I mean. I would never tell him that, but in my head I was like, yeah, this fool ain't never getting out. But seeing, you know, people like Dubs, right, the Dubs Show, if you guys haven't supported his channel, you know, go subscribe to him, right. You know, he got caught up young too, right. He was in the whole youth authority system as well, and he ended up getting caught up, I believe, a little after he got out. He was already an adult, I believe. But seeing people like that, right, that they got washed up, a life sentence, you imagine they're never getting out. When he got out, still fresh, you know what I mean, still young. You see him doing his thing, getting his money with his family and stuff like that, you know it. And I know the laws have been changing, mind you. He was a minor when this happened, right. He got washed up, 45 to life, right, for a murder. Not saying that that's right or anything like that, right, but keep in mind, he was like 15 and a half when that happened, right. It gives me hopeful, you know what I mean. And that's why when I'm driving through the hood and doing all these videos, I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind, right. A lot of people have lost their life to the system or to the streets, right. It's a cold world, right, cold game, you know. I was just, like I said, reminiscing beyond that wall, right. I remember they had, as soon as you get here, right, if you were in the M number like me and the homie, you would have orientation. They will calculate your points, right. They had already calculated mine up, right, with the street terrorism, gang enhancements, all that. I was going to a level 3, you know what I mean. And this is just crazy, bro, how, you know, being back there, right, is just reminiscing, probably because of the cloudy day, right. Like, it was some bullshit ass days, right, not knowing, you know, being like, damn, you know what I mean, not knowing what the future held, right. It puts me back in that mind state, right, of, I remember looking at the fences, right, and being like, fuck, man, I'm gonna fucking try to escape one day, you know what I mean, like, straight up, you know what I mean. Or seeing the homie, and I'm like, man, if I was this fool, I would escape, you know what I mean, because I'm fucking only had a few years, and this homie was locked up, washed up. I'm like, you know what I mean. But behind this fence is another fence, right? And it has barbed wire, so people would try to escape before and they would get caught up in the barbed wire, fucked up, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just figured I'd share that story with you guys, right? It's cool, you know, paying tribute to the areas where we come up with and stuff like that, right? But let us not forget a lot of the hardships, right? A lot of people, like I said myself, right? Paralyzed, homie, like I just said, right? Washed up, doing all day, right? Or just food strung out, right? In the streets, you know, fucked up, you know? But anyways, guys, just food for thought. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big like, comment down below, and subscribe. But other than that, I'm out, guys. Peace.